We actually are going to have our YouTube "We destroyed 2 MGs in 1 day" video. We break them, we fix them. Here we go, I'm off to pick up the trailer from GT Towing in Hatfield. Actually weirdly, slightly nervous, slightly jittery about doing this because I've not actually ever towed a car trailer, and the last time I towed anything was probably the best part of 35 years ago, and that was just a motorbike trailer. So yeah, it's going to be effectively quite a new experience for me. And what it will do though is it will mean that I can scream the absolute proverbials off of the MG on Monday without having to worry. That was totally effortless, made it home, no problems at all, and in this car didn't even realise there was a trailer on the back. So, so far so good. The fun bit starts now. Got to reverse the trailer off of the driveway onto the road, which is... that could be a challenge, trying to keep the trailer going straight, especially if somebody's parked a BMW X3 on the driveway next to me, and touching that is probably not going to be a good move. And then going to get the MG prepared up on the back of the trailer. Then I'm going to go for a bit of a test drive and see what it feels like with a couple of 1,000 kilograms on the back. So here goes. First job is to set up the trailer. Connect up the 12 volt electrics. This is simply plugging into the trailer and to the back of the KN. Next I remove the tow hitch security device. And lock it to its storage position on the trailer. Fit my number plate and release the handbrake. Make sure the jockey wheel is as high as possible and secure. Check the hitch is secure on the tow ball. Check the emergency brake activation cable. And lastly, check the winch cable is secure. Job done. I've never done this before. I'm sure with a bit of practice I will have it down to a fine art. Fluid levels, check. I also check the brake and clutch fluid levels off camera. Tyre pressure is perfect. In all honesty, this car is so good, nothing ever goes wrong with it. Now it's time to load the MG onto the trailer. I just have to secure the car to the trailer with the 4 straps provided. That's the MG secure on the trailer. Now to sort out the toolkit. The handy thing about keeping tools in these T-stack boxes is that they're very easy to pick up and put in the back of the car. So it's really a case of, I've got the room, the tools are all ready, so why wouldn't I take them? Better to take stuff and not use it than desperately need something tomorrow and be totally stuffed. So just going to have a quick run through the toolbox. Or should I say toolboxes, because there's 4 of them. So in the bottom, set of screwdrivers, metric sockets, set of spanners, a few different tools in this one, a few screwdrivers, some ratchet spanners, a few files, just basically odds and sods on this one. In this one, mould grips, pliers and cutters, socket extensions, 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch ratchets, a few cable ties, pass cleaner WD-40 anti-seize copper grease, there's a couple of funnels in there should I need to top up the oil or coolant, gloves and some paper tape. This one contains the larger tools, so we've got things like 1/2 inch ratchets, some hammers, adjustable spanners, pry bar and drill bits in there as well. Ryobi power tools in this one, 1/2 inch impact wrench, 1/4 inch driver and a couple of drills, 3 batteries and do have some lights in here as well. Last but not least, in this one we have combination ratchet spanner sets, crow's feet spanners, various smaller screwdrivers, picks, Allen keys, and that is everything. The plan is these don't come out of the back of the car, but if we need them, we've got them.
Today, I've got to take this mess, this terrible transit van, and me and Big Si are going to see if we can get it back and working again.
So, here we go. First off, we've got to get in. Difficult at times, but achievable. And the inside is definitely cleaner than the outside.
That is true.
Okay.
That's not a standard transit engine.
No.
Yeah, completely inaccessible.
Okay, not bad.
Not awful.
No. Oh, yeah. Not a whole lot in there. So I guess the next step is, should we start? Oh, the door. And she lives. So.
Yeah, gonna have to get this lot to solve that lot. It's nasty.
While Swampy and Big Si were preparing the TF115, I was getting a feel for towing the loaded trailer. It's much easier than I expected, and to be honest, I don't know what I was worried about.
Let's see if we can get this winch working. It's going to be alright. Got a controller.
Good start. Ooh, it made a noise. It made a noise.
Definitely time for a wash, I think. It's tatty. It's got all the old body panels of different cars on it, but it still runs. Yeah, more of this British summer. July the 4th, summertime, and it's absolutely chucking it down.
The guys want to test if the winch works under load, so they use it to pull the MG onto the back of the Transit.
Give it up.
Unfortunately, that winch can be a bit unreliable. We're always a little bit worried that it won't work when it's actually needed. If the winch fails, getting a car on the back is okay if the engine is running, but if we have a complete breakdown, then it could be a problem. Just as well it was checked, but at least they know. If the worst comes to the worst and the TF115 ends up being a non-runner, it will have to come back on the back of my hired trailer, as that has a manual winch, and my 135 will have to come back on the back of the Transit.
It's 5:30 in the morning. It's time to go to the track day. Let's get cracking. Alright, let's get in this beast.
I'm arriving. Oh, and my food arriving as well. And that's the closest Simon will ever get to the back of Andy today.
So we've made the obligatory stop at the old McDonald's. Myself a nice bacon roll and completely forgot to get Si anything while we were there.
Yeah, well,
which was really bad of me, but sorry mate.
I'm sure I'll survive.
Yes, you'll be alright. We've got Saulius from S7 Mobile Welding coming with us, and we've got Simon and his Porsche over there ready to go. Let's get cracking. A bit of a journey. Well, we made it here. We're all alive, I think. Just about. Even though it's
in one piece, I'm all good.
Nice and early. MGs are off. Plenty of other far better looking cars around, but we're on our way. Just waiting in the line. There's Scotty in front of us, waiting in the line now for the sound test. We'll be below 87.5 decibels, so this should be interesting. We'll see whether Scotty's new exhaust is still below 87.5 dB. Hope so.
Hello,
Oh yeah.
you on track today with this one, sir?
Yep, certainly.
Okay, noise test time at 4.5, please.
Cheers. Nice.
Right, if you park the over on the left hand side.
Thank you. Ready at check-in now. So, we've got our wristbands. I've got mine, my driver's band. Mr. Nuttall has got his passenger's band, and Scotty is off. Reserved javelin. Where's the numbers? That one. That'll be me then. Right, he's basically like, right, so I'll try and shout the instructions.
Yeah.
So as you go up to the end, they really do mean brake, because it is way tighter than it looks.
Really?
Yeah, so onto here, then there's a big left, but it's more of a left than you think it is. So you're like right in, and the apex is right round the corner. Yeah. And then you're down here, there's a left, it keeps going round to the left. It keeps, yeah, bit low, bit. Yeah. So if you see
That's really excellent. We've got two cars in tip-top condition and we can't wait to get started.
Can't see. Yeah.
We're clear.
Clear.
Right, let's break some lap record.
I'm not sure how
Yeah,
long.
we're clear.
Yeah, because this is way more deceptive than it looks.
Yeah.
Actually get,
Let's catch him.
probably will.
Let's show him how to drive.
That tends to be how it ends up.
This is our third visit to this track, so we have already shown lots of driving here. Although we wanted to concentrate on the preparation and organisation of a track day, we have to show at least a few minutes on the track, so here goes. Unfortunately, that was it for Swampy's car. During the first few fast laps, a heater hose burst and the car overheated badly. He was able to bypass the heater and get the TF running, but it was very rough and making some very worrying noises. It does seem like some damage has been done. The 115 will have to be parked up for the time being and looked at after the VVC is back on the road. My car was running well but getting very hot and could only do 3 or 4 laps at a time and needed cooling down in between sessions. Suffice to say, things weren't going quite as well as we would have liked them to. Although I had a few overheating problems with my car, it survived the day. Yeah.
Top of the expansion boulders.
Yes, might be doing the head gaskets. Oh dear. So we actually are going to have our YouTube "We destroyed 2 MGs in one day" video. We were laughing about that earlier, but it looks as though it's happened.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a fair old bang.
Yeah.
It was like a gunshot.
Yeah, that's what makes me think it's that.
Yeah. Is that actually?
That point there looks like, yeah, safety seal is actually just...
Yeah. Yeah. Right. We had fun. And we break and we fix them.